Every year, we observe Workers' Memorial Day to remember the men and women who have died and suffered from injuries and illnesses on the job. Last year, there were no fatalities in any UAW FCA facilities. I'd like to take this opportunity to honor the men and women that lost their lives on the job in the past. It is imperative that you know there is no higher priority than workplace health and safety for all workers. Our mission is to provide a safe and healthy work environment where everyone returns home healthy and safe to their families every day. The commitment to safety does not end with the union and management. It is essential that workers from the shop floor are involved in raising safety concerns, reporting near misses, taking responsibility for their own safety and the safety of their coworkers. No one should ever be a bystander. Safety is about people, and that should be everyone's concern. Health and safety extends beyond the workplace and should never be taken for granted at work or at home. Being safety-minded will help us to avoid situations where injuries or even death can occur. In our personal lives, you should always take the proper safety precautions while driving your car, doing chores at home, making home improvements, and participating in leisure and recreational activities.
Today, we would like to take time to reflect through our Workers' Memorial by remembering our co-workers who have suffered serious injury or fatality related to an on-the-job incident. For 2018, our goal is to continue to improve on our company-wide safety performance for our employees, contractors, and guests. And not just within the working areas of FCA. We need to extend our safety message to include our members while traveling in their vehicles and even when at home. This will help all of us to have a mindset to develop a 24/7 safety culture. World-class safety must be achieved in our facilities. We cannot let it be optional. It must be collectively supported by leadership, our employees, and all business partners and contractors. Not only does this help with ensuring personal safety and health, it contributes to the overall economic health of our company. FCA will implement only the best safety programs, policies, training, and procedures. To be successful, we all need to be leaders in our area of influence. This starts with all of us consistently and completely following the required safety protocols established for our operations. Our collective successes require everyone's steadfast attention to working safely at all times, which contributes to the overall economic health of FCA. FCA strives to create an accident-free workplace by utilizing and implementing the methodologies within world-class manufacturing and world-class logistics. This is our pathway for achieving benchmark safety performance in the workplace. Leading change requires commitment from everyone. To have a sustainable 24/7 safety culture, we need every one of you to accept safety as your personal responsibility and top priority, which will in turn contribute to the overall economic health and safety for FCA. We can achieve this by practicing these same principles outside the workplace, including at home and in our travels. Clearly, our families, friends, and coworkers are counting on us to prevent the suffering that comes with injuries. We at FCA do too. Thank you.
Workers' Memorial Day is a very important day to me and our company to acknowledge and have remembrance of our fellow brothers and sisters that gave time here at our company that have lost lives or even been injured.
For me, that means that it's a day of reflection and looking back over the year of the individuals that unfortunately came to work and weren't able to return home to their family for whatever reason.
It's a time for our coworkers here throughout SHAP and our fellow FCA facilities to look back and see, are we truly striving to be the safest we possibly can be, and what more we can do to ensure that Workers' Memorial Day becomes more of a past holiday and not a continuing holiday.
It's an opportunity to reflect back on some of the mistakes and accidents that have taken place for working class people, and to remind us that we must be diligent about safety.
It's always a very important time, just for the fact that across the nation, every plant is putting forth their best effort in towards the safety, trying to improve each and every safety aspect they can on the job site.
Workers' Memorial Day is a time when we should take extra time to remember coworkers that we have lost, and at the same time recommit ourselves to the safety processes so we continue to improve so that nothing like that ever happens again.
I have seen people hurt at work before, and it's a scary feeling. It just makes you want to be extra careful and make sure you're doing things the right way so you can avoid it.
Safety means everything. We pretty much are the ones that are responsible for our safety. I feel like leadership is their duty to give us the things that we need, to properly practice safety within the plant, but it's mainly up to us.
I do believe everybody at work realizes how important it is to work safely at work. The safety culture here at CPG, it's different than most plants. We don't have stamping presses or things like that, assembly lines, anything moving. We have moving vehicles, high speed. We have things testing cars that most facilities do not have.
Safety is multifaceted. It has a lot of different avenues. Safety is being creative. Safety is forward-thinking. Safety is proactive. Safety is being collaborative. Safety is open-minded. Safety is making sure that everybody goes home the same way they came into work.
Safety to me means being safe at work and being safe at home. If I'm injured on the job, it not only affects myself and my teammates, but it also affects me at home.
As union president, I ensure our members are working safely by reminding them constantly that if they see something, to say something. It's not about telling on one another. It's about making sure all of our brothers and sisters go home the same way they arrived that day.
One of the proactive measures that we take to prevent injuries, one is making sure that our employees are properly trained. Two, that they understand all of the safety policies. And that three, that we audit them to make sure that they are performing them correctly.
As the plant manager, I have the opportunity to make the most impact on safety, to ensure that our operators are working safely. As a leader, the proactive measures that I take in the plant start with understanding where the plant is in terms of safety, knowing where we need to focus, and reinforcing safety every day in the way we run our business.
We do weekly safety audits in our area. We involve the bargaining unit members and the bargaining unit leadership. We invite those staff members on the walk to make sure, or give them the opportunity to have another set of eyes instead of just management, to see where the opportunities are to stay safe.
When we have someone call us about a safety concern, we go out as a team, me and my counterpart from management. We go out and look at the area, see what happened. If something was unsafe, we put something in place immediately to make sure it doesn't happen again. And then we try to correct it in a manner to where it's done in a reasonable time.
Observing safety concern here is really important to me because I take it personal. So I try to look into what we need to do to make sure that this stuff never happens again. We have a website that we can go into that we report on safe acts conditions. We have people here, a safety team that we go to, union side and non-union side.
We encourage our members to complete a best safety card, letting us know if there's something that we haven't found in the facility that poses a safety hazard, but the membership has.
The level of detail when we're investigating an incident is heightened by the tools from a WCL. Those tools are designed to get to the root cause and, as they say, peel the onion back several levels to find out what's going on.
We now have 7,000 employees. We're the largest manufacturing facility at FCA. 2,000 of which of these employees have never worked in a manufacturing facility at all. Training and coaching with them, working with PD to understand and make sure they're understanding the job tasks.
Our task of trying to get them to understand safety is more important than ever.
Employees here at SHAP receive continuous safety awareness and training, whether it be desktop modules on their computers or the weekly safety talk issued by the safety department.
For health and safety training, we go down to the NTC every December. Ferris State University puts on a safety course that we complete, as well as our health and safety conferences.
The safety improvements in my area is the referrals come in durables that are like waist high. So we used to sort them back into other durables.
So you would constantly bend. The new process is instead of putting a stock into the durable, you're putting it into a cage. It's less bending and it's just ergonomically better.
Ergonomically speaking, we were able to take and bring the work to the people rather than the people to the work. So we have been able to institute the rotating carriers, which allows the people to get into the truck on an angle as they rotate carriers down and allows them to place the parts in there correctly without having to strain or reach or bend. It's reduced a lot of the ergonomic injuries.
I feel that a WCL methodology that has impacted our plant here in Cleveland was member-driven Kaizens that led to new picking carts.
And they're better ergonomically for us. They push easily, no matter how much stuff I put on there, I can push it easily. The handles are adjustable in height, so they'll go up and down depending on what's comfortable. They're also positioned in a way that when we hold on to them, it's better for ergonomically for our wrists and our arms.
Every day at CPG, we always look over everything we're doing diligently as far as safety glasses, gloves, and all types of PPE during the job.
Pay attention, mainly just paying attention to everything that's going on around you. You know, learn your areas, learn your environment.
One of my responsibilities in helping my employees work safely is making sure they are aware of their surroundings at all times, that they understand all of the safety policies and why those policies are important.
The safety culture here at CPG is high. There's a lot of things that we do and have implemented to have a good, safe environment.
The safety culture at the Cleveland PDC is leaps and bounds ahead of where it used to be. We've engaged many teams throughout the warehouse so that there's 2-shift involvement. It's not just one shift, so everyone's engaged and everyone's input's involved.
The safety culture at Chelsea Proving Grounds I would describe as good, but I think you can make a mistake of being comfortable with achieving some level of safety culture. So as proud as we are sometimes about the safety culture we've achieved, we need to make sure that we're always working with the team to continuously improve that safety culture.
Safety is responsibility for everyone.
Everyone.
All of us.
Everybody.
Everyone's responsible for safety.
You know, my personal thoughts about it all is, you know, I wouldn't have it no other way.
Each year, it's important we take time to reflect on those individuals and coworkers that have experienced a serious injury or worse, a fatal event. While the safety performance of our company is continuously improving as we work toward a world-class safety culture, we still experience injuries and near misses. People get hurt every day at home, at work, or on our roads as a result of accidents, most of which, if not all, are avoidable. Our family and friends should never have to worry about the level of safety provided to our employees while working. Our goal is to eliminate accidents and achieve zero injuries. This requires the dedicated and collective efforts from each and every one of us. By working hard to improve our health and safety in the workplace, we also contribute to the efficiency of our operations by having standardized work and avoiding situations where an employee is exposed to a non-routine task or piece of equipment that could endanger themselves or those around them. To achieve our health and safety goals, everyone must pay attention to working safely at all times. This year, we anticipate an increase in customer demand for our great products. With that comes an increase in production. To support that demand, a significant number of newly hired employees will join our already talented workforce. While an increase in production and employment is good for our company, our economy, and our families, it also means we must work even harder to ensure the appropriate safety controls and work practices are in place while at work. It is mandatory our new employees participate in formal health and safety training programs and receive any applicable job-specific training guidance needed to work safely at their specific operation. That being said, we also need our existing employees to lead by example, confirming that established safety controls are properly maintained, in place and utilized, while reinforcing the requirement to work safely at all times. So today, reflect on those who have experienced a near miss, serious injury, or worse, a fatal incident, and think about what could have been done to avoid it. If you see an unsafe act or unsafe condition at work, you need to report it. Please do your part when it comes to safety. Your family and friends, your coworkers, and your company are relying on you to do just that. Thank you and have a safe day.
Today is also a time to reflect, honor, and recommit our efforts to health and safety. Our goal for accidents is 0, and that is not negotiable. Collectively, the UAW and FCA have been engaged to enhance the UAW-FCA Health and Safety Program, world-class manufacturing, and world-class logistics to make jobs safer and eliminate health risks in all UAW-FCA facilities. Regardless of what you do and what challenges that you encounter, shortcuts are not an option. It is our responsibility to our family, friends, co-workers, and to ourselves to make safety a priority in everything we do. Thank you all for your hard work, and please be safe in everything you do.